2 years ago, you and I sat down, and we were like, what the fuck is going on with this team?
Yeah.
This team is in disarray. It's a shit show. I mean, Monty did not have it.
Yeah, but sometimes too, players just got to get a little older. Cade was young. He was still good. Probably not as good as he is now. But another guy's got to mature also.
Welcome to the Downtown Tavern.
Well, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Downtown Pourhouse.
Downtown Pourhouse.
The GOAT-Tavern.
The GOAT
greatest tavern of all time.
Owned
greatest
by,
of all
owned by
taverns.
Jim Sullivan, president of Western Golf.
Otherwise known as Sully.
Sully
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's him.
So we are here for the first time broadcasting at the Downtown Pourhouse off Fralick Street, Plymouth, Michigan. For those of you who have not gotten a chance to enjoy it, we've got a menu designed for goats. The greatest of all taverns quick hits menu. We're enjoying the greatest of all tavern nachos.
Couple nachos.
Right here in front of us.
I'm not supposed to be eating those.
We got a goat bucket of brewskis.
Yes, non-alcoholic
What
beer.
did you choose? The champagne?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miller Lite, the champagne of all beers. Very nice. It's beautiful.
Hey,
we're gonna
be people walking in and
gonna
out.
have
They don't know what's going
We're
on.
gonna have walkthroughs.
Shut.
They don't know when we're about to start,
No,
when we're not.
No, they don't even think we're talking. We're just chatting, me and you.
Just a couple of guys having a
Just a
conversation.
couple guys having a conversation.
Welcome to GOATQuest. GOATQuest is brought to you by Patrick Financial Group. John Pelon and Patrick Financial Group will take care of you. Financial planning with understanding. That's their motto. And remember, GOATQuest is brought to you by PFG, Patrick Financial Group. We got a lot to get to, though.
Yes, we do.
Super Bowl recap. Super Bowl LX. We talked about my hatred for Roman numerals.
Yeah.
But moreover, the first half was a snoozer.
Oh, the whole kind of game was.
I
a
liked
snoozer.
the second half. I got into it in the second half.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
When I went back and I looked at the stats, I was surprised. As far as stats goes, if you wouldn't have watched the game, you would have never guessed that Seattle won.
Yeah, well.
They had about the same yardage.
Well, it's the defense, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
the defense and the plays and
Legion of Boom 2.0.
And the inability of New England to play well and to pick up blitz and to, it just seemed like everything worked.
I'm torn as to whether or not New England could have played well against that defense.
I don't think so.
They were complete, dominant, all phases.
When it's in football when it's going bad, when every blitz that the defense tries works. And it seemed like every time they blitzed with a DB, it worked.
And for both teams in the beginning. That's what I was saying. Not like Sam Darnold was getting off. He made just enough plays. He moved in the pocket just enough to make just enough plays.
Yeah, he had 202 yards throwing with a TD. That's a shitty. That's not a great game for him.
But obviously, Seahawks win the game 29-13. Mm-hmm. You remember what score I called?
No.
27-17. Very close.
Really?
Very close.
Wow.
29-13 final.
That is rare.
We got in the ballpark on this one. We were very tight.
Yeah.
That was a Patrick Financial Group close call. We almost scored that. Patrick Financial, that's John Pelon.
Yes.
At Patrick Financial,
one
of our sponsors.
He's supposed to be here.
With Sully Sullivan at ATS Advisers.
Yes.
Right? CPA firm that takes care of the people behind the numbers.
I didn't know that they picked teams.
Oh, yeah. They're big Seahawks fans over here. Big Seahawks fans.
Yeah. They're big Seahawks fans today.
Sully is a Notre Damer.
Yes.
And a United States Army. So he's probably Army Black Knights and Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Okay.
Thank you for serving our country, yes. Sully Sullivan.
Yeah.
But no, when you look at this outcome, it was predicted. They were 4.5-point favorite. A lot of people thought that this was a game that could get away from them, right? Yeah. That meaning New England. Yeah. If Drake May didn't play well. No. Drake May did not play well. But he was forced.
It's the old school saying, you've got to put the quarterback down, right? And they did. They got to the quarterback early in the first quarter, second quarter a couple times, then the third quarter, or was the fourth quarter was the fumble for the touchdown, or where
the deflection, interception.
And
I love the name.
It just seemed like they were in they got in his head. They got in his head early and kept on him and kept blitzing, and he didn't. I mean, I couldn't believe that they had that much yardage. I thought I was going to look after the game, they're going to have 230 yards. That's what it felt like. I mean, right?
It was the third quarter, I think, before they crossed the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, they never threatened.
Yeah.
I mean, you knew when that third field goal went in. By the way, Jason Myers, Super Bowl record, 5 field goals, 5 for 5. None of them very long, by the way. So tough for him to get any kind of MVP nod when he's just doing what he's supposed to do, kicking 35, 40-yard field goals. But Myers got 5 field goals. The punter, we talked about this, if you remember, in the preview. Dixon, the punter for Seattle.
The number one punter
throwing
in the NFL.
dimes in there, knocking it out of bounds twice inside the 5-yard line. I mean, the special teams with Shaheed returning kicks, the special teams for Seattle were there, and the defense was
just
dominant.
It was horrible. It was tough to watch.
One of the great names, Uchenna Nwosu.
Yes.
That's who got the pick to the house.
The interception,
He got the pick to the house. McDonald obviously calls the defense, Mike McDonald. So big tip of the cap to Mike McDonald, former University of Michigan defensive coordinator, former Baltimore Raven defensive coordinator. McDonald's number 1 ranked defense. He's nicknamed them the dark side, by the way.
Oh, I didn't
And they
hear
showed
that.
Drake May the dark side for sure. But that defense with the 44-yard interception return had 6 sacks and 3 turnovers forced.
Yeah, and most of the names that are on that defensive line, like the one that you just said, Nwosu.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. I mean, we didn't see them all year. They weren't on TV.
Mafi is a witch as a pass rusher.
Yeah. Williams, is it Williams? Was the other one?
Witherspoon on the back end and the defensive backfield was fantastic. I mean, top to bottom. I mean, they were. But I do want to mention one unsung, because everybody talks about the guy. Sam Darnold, had a 16-yard touchdown pass to the University of Michigan's A.J. Barner.
Yeah.
Tight end had a pretty darn good game.
Yeah.
But the one that was not doing what we thought they might do was JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's because Christian Gonzalez shut him down. I don't know if I've ever seen a better defensive performance from a defensive back in a losing cause than Christian Gonzalez in that game against Seattle.
Yeah, but he also got hurt. He got hurt also. He had some type of injury. And
he got a little bit,
was limping around. But I'm with you.
But when you look at the stats, he caught 1 ball for 16 yards.
Yeah.
And he was matched up on Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really the one catch. Gonzalez only gave up 1 catch. He had 3 pass deflections, breakups. He only gave up 1 catch. And the catch was like off of one of those bubble rubs where he had to run around a guy who was kind of half-ass screening him. Gonzalez was dominant. They did nothing on his side of the field. So,
but on the flip side, nothing on his side of the field and nothing on offense. I mean, like we said, they didn't cross the 40 till the second half, I think. Yeah. So it was just a mess, especially if you were a New England fan or you bet a little bit of money on New England, which I did.
Well, so I mentioned you did, and my apologies, condolences to your pocketbook.
I'm fine.
On the New England.
It wasn't that much.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker, MVP, which kudos to another Michigan State Spartan doing right. We've mentioned a lot of the University of Michigan guys. University of Michigan had 6 guys on Seattle, 3 coaches, 3 players. Okay,
Charbonneau was was Charbonneau a Michigan guy?
No. I mean it's a bunch of role players and Barner the tight end. But Kenneth Walker from Michigan State creates an interesting little nugget here. So here's our Faro Imaging little nugget of wisdom that we'll put out there for you. Faro Imaging, print shop in Livonia, Michigan, another one of our great sponsors, along with ATS Advisors and Patrick Financial Group. But this little nugget of wisdom is this. Michigan State Spartans' Kenneth Walker wins the Super Bowl MVP. Who was the Michigan State Spartan that won the NBA basketball championship MVP?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Who was the MVP in baseball in the World Series from Michigan State?
Kirk Gibson.
Kirk Gibson. And who was the Michigan State Spartan who won the Stanley Cup MVP? This is the toughest one.
Is a goalie?
He's not a goalie. He's a defenseman, though, which is odd for a defenseman to win it.
I don't know. That I don't know.
Duncan Keith of the Chicago Blackhawks during their cup run.
When was that?
Duncan Keith, mid-2000s, you know. Okay. I mean, he just made the Hall of Fame. He's like first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay.
But Michigan State, the first university to ever have, in all of the 4 major sports, an MVP in the championship game of all sports. No.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
There's
story.
no other. There's no other college.
No other college can boast that they have alums that have won the MVP in the championship game in all 4 major sports.
Oh, cool.
Pretty interesting. What did you think of the halftime show?
Not a big fan of Big Bunny. I don't
You're
speak.
not?
I don't speak Spanish.
You don't speak. Well,
Do you?
I don't.
You don't. Well, then how could you have
poco.
enjoyed? Did you see the people's faces in the crowd?
Loving it.
Dude, loving it?
Yes.
They were confused.
Oh,
they had no
I
fucking idea what they were saying.
I thought the entertainment value was pretty strong. I agree with you. I would have liked him.
Are you kidding me?
I thought the entertainment value was strong. I really did.
You really did. Like
really did.
You left that after Bad Bunny came out there, and we're like, wow, I'd watch that again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like the music. I like the beats.
Oh my God.
I'm living La Vida Loca.
You're living La Vida Loca. You fucking like that. So Victor, of course, Victor. I'm at Victor's house out in Newport Beach. No,
was
the second he came on, he had both TVs switched straight over to Kid Rock in 2 seconds. He's
how many?
6 million.
How many people attended the Turning Point halftime show with Kid Rock?
10 or 12 people. Yeah.
In the whole crowd.
What? Where?
Oh, no, at the party or in the crowd for Kid Rock?
at our party. But
I thought you were talking about
how many people switched over. I think they said 6 million out of.
That's pretty good.
No, it's not good. It's like out of 150 million.
Oh, it's not good.
No,
okay,
it's
that's
not
a bad.
good.
So the Turning Point thing did not work out.
Well, not if only 6 million out of 150 million.
Kenneth Walker wins the MVP. We turn the page. Who's going to win the Super Bowl next year? Because
God,
we got the draft coming up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Right? That's the next time we actually get to sense football in the world.
Who knows nowadays? Look at both of these teams. They weren't even in the playoffs last year.
Well, it stays in California. It just moves south down to SoFi Stadium in L.A.
I got you. It doesn't matter where it is.
You don't think the Rams are the favorite playing at home?
Probably because Stafford's coming back. He announced he got the MVP and he's coming back. I don't know. Shit.
They got all the pieces coming
Yeah, they
back.
got all the pieces. I maybe say L.A., but I still like Detroit too. If we can get it. We were talking earlier about us getting a couple pieces. Would be nice.
We need a couple of pieces.
Yeah,
let's work our way down to that.
Yeah.
I think obviously the Seahawks and the Rams are going to be at the top of the NFC list.
Why would Seattle not be back there?
San Francisco, if they can stay healthy, Shanahan. I mean,
but back to what
he's a witch.
But back to what we talked about with Seattle too. A lot of those players that are playing, they're all draft picks, or they're all young. They've got them locked up for 2-3 years,
and we need a couple of those in Detroit.
Yeah,
I think in the AFC, it's the Buffalo Bills. Right, Brady moves into the spot that McDermott handed over. They've put on the villain hat, being the GM there, dismissing McDermott in favor of the offensive coordinator, which puts.
Look at all the new head coaches. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many.
Who can make a run?
Yeah.
You think Jesse Minter in Baltimore? That's a dark horse. One more time around for Lamar?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're going to be good, but back to the Super Bowl? Fuck, who knows? I can't pick that right now. Can you?
Kenneth Walker wins the MVP. We turn the page. Who's going to win the Super Bowl next year? Because
God,
we got the draft coming up in Pittsburgh. Right?
Yeah.
That's the next time we actually get to sense football in the world.
Who knows nowadays? Look at both of these teams. They weren't even in the playoffs last year.
Well, it stays in California. It just moves south down to SoFi Stadium in L.A.
I got you. It doesn't matter where it is.
You don't think the Rams are the favorite playing at home?
Probably because Stafford's coming back. He announced he got the MVP and he's coming back. I don't know. Shit.
They got all the pieces coming
they
back.
got all the pieces. I maybe say L.A., but I still like Detroit too. If we can get it. We were talking earlier about us getting a couple pieces. Would be nice.
We need a couple of pieces.
Yeah,
let's work our way down to that.
Yeah.
I think obviously the Seahawks and the Rams are going are going to be at the top of the NFC list.
Why would Seattle not be back there?
San Francisco, if they can stay healthy, Shanahan. I mean,
but back to what
he's a witch.
But back to what we talked about with Seattle too. A lot of those players that are playing, they're all draft picks, or they're all young. They've got them locked up for 2-3 years,
and we need a couple of those in Detroit.
Yeah,
I think in the AFC, it's the Buffalo Bills. Right, Brady moves into the spot that McDermott handed over. They've put on the villain hat, being the GM there, dismissing McDermott in favor of the offensive coordinator, which puts.
Look at all the new head coaches. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many.
Who can make a run?
Yeah.
You think Jesse Minter in Baltimore? That's a dark horse. One more time around for Lamar?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're going to be good, but back to the Super Bowl? Fuck, who knows? I can't pick that right now. Can you?
So let's talk about the Lions then, real quick. Just snapshot them. They need offensive linemen, right? So they go into the draft. Are you taking a guard? Are you taking a middle lineman right off the bat?
No, I think you take the best player there. Get out.
You're going to have people stealing beers.
Yeah, I think you take the best player available. I don't think it's a position thing.
Oh, stop it.
I mean, sure, you slant towards a position, but if you've got a great linebacker that's there that can change your defense, I think you take the best player.
Well, if it's a defensive back,
yeah.
What else do you? I mean, obviously, if you can
do we have 5 defensive backs on IR for the Lions?
But
Kirby,
5. But they're
first...
saying Kirby Joseph might not make it back. It's a serious injury.
What?
It's going to take. Yeah, I'm not hearing great things about all the recovery pathways here for Kirby Joseph and for Branch is, not everybody comes back from these injuries that these two guys have. Now, Branch, I think, is a special human being. I think he'll come back healthy.
Yeah.
But I've not heard good things about Kirby Joseph's pathway to recovery.
Yeah, but what, is it a knee? It was a knee, right? So what could be so bad about a knee other than an ACL?
I'm just the rumor mill.
Like some type of a weird fucking.
The rumor mill has not spun out good news on that one. I mean, if the Lions can pick up a middle lineman, right? They needed a guard, center guard.
Yeah.
Right. They need help, guard, center guard.
Yeah.
And they need a defensive back.
Yeah.
A shutdown defensive back.
Yeah, well, they have. God, they've got all those fucking draft picks. My God, they've got 3 first-round, second round, couple first-rounders and a second-rounder. They can get them healthy. They've got them. I don't know.
Can Brad Holmes work some wizardry and figure out how to get Max Crosby in under the cap?
You know what? With Brad Holmes so far, he's shown he knows how to draft. That's it. I mean, he didn't make the trade for Stafford, right? He wasn't there.
Is Crosby coming to Detroit? Don't evade the question, you son of a bitch.
He says he will. Normally when a guy that has that kind of power says something, it happens. And he's said it many times that he'd love to come to Detroit.
He's inferred.
But what does he want? 40
and
million?
Didn't he buy property? Wasn't that the big news? He bought some big house here?
I have no idea. But, he's going to want $30 million a year for a defensive end. Then you still got to pay some of the other guys that are on the team also. So I don't know.
We got to turn the page on the NFL season. It's going to be LX to LX1, right? So LX1 is going to be the next Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium. But before we leave the Lions, we do need to do a heartfelt rest in peace to your teammate, one of the 2 Tracys, Tracy Scroggins, passed away at 56.
Yep.
Tell me what your 10-year guy, 3rd all-time in sacks, over 60 sacks. What's your snapshot takeaway on the Tracy Scroggins, the life he lived, not the way he passed?
Great football player, obviously. Played for the Lions for 10 years. Could pretty much play any position he wanted. He couldn't play DB, but very athletic, 6'5". 265. Chiseled, mean, tough, good football player.
Had an engine.
Yeah. He had all the. I mean, he played 10 years for the Lions. Never, I can't remember what happened when he retired. But all the stuff that I've read in the papers is concussion issues from his family.
Yeah,
but they don't know. You don't know until you cut your brain open.
Which leads you to believe there was some behavioral health.
Considerations. And, I know a lot of guys that played with me have got it. We all hit with our heads back in the 90s.
Yeah.
All of us.
It was a different league. But rest in peace to Tracy Scroggins,
Yep.
56 years old, one of one of the great pass rushers in
Yeah.
Detroit Lions history.
Yep.
That brings us to another bit of, I don't know if it's bad news, I don't know if it's weird news, I don't know how to position it.
What?
But your Wayne State Warriors have a new football coach.
That's confused is a good way to position.
This is an ATS Advisers news flash. We have a new football coach for the Wayne State Warriors.
And he was brought in to be the offensive coordinator, and somewhere in there, Tyrone Wheatley resigned, and he became the head coach. And I don't
That's
know.
correct.
I don't know how that happened.
Terrence Isaac Senior, I'm sorry. Terrence Isaac Sr., formerly the head coach of the Rochester Community and Technical College in the Minnesota Junior College League.
What?
Sounds like something out of a Bobby Boucher, Adam
What?
Sandler movie. I realize that, but I don't want to chastise or belittle.
Is
but
coming
yes,
to Detroit, to Wayne State.
He was hired as the offensive coordinator under Tyrone Wheatley, the All-American, All-Pro, former NFL, University of Michigan star.
And we talk about all the time the next head coach. We say this to ourselves all the time. He's got to have ties to Detroit. He's got to have ties to Jim Gilbert. He's got to have ties to Rocket. He's got to have ties to Ford Motor Company. He's got to be
Dan Gilbert would be the one he has to have ties on.
Yeah, Dan Gilbert. But somebody that had their shit together and kind of understood what Detroit was about a little bit. And, who knows? I hope I'm the best, but...
Let's give the rundown. So Tyrone Wheatley coached here for 3 years. He was 5-28, culminating in a 0-11 season last season where they were not competitive in any game except one.
If you were at a game, it was embarrassing, essentially.
He resigned on February 10th. His offensive coordinator, once again, Terrence Isaac Sr., takes over. He's the 21st coach in program history. He was 18-6 over the last 4 years, mainly in junior college, but he does have a reputation for turning programs around. He turned this junior college program around.
Yeah.
I've talked to people who who recruited his players.
Okay.
Well-prepared players came out of that junior college. And he also turned high school programs around. Now, why you wouldn't go around Detroit and look at Jeff Henson, an alum who has had championship undefeated programs at South Line. Look at Justin Sasante, who's had championship programs at Catholic
CC.
Central.
Yeah.
Why you wouldn't kind of look at Jermaine Gonzalez, who's got a championship program at Orchard Lake St. Mary's, former University of Michigan player there. Why you don't go around and take a look? Why not call Brian Van Gorder, former Frank Broyles Award winner, number one coordinator in college football at Georgia?
He's coaching high school football down in Louisiana.
Yeah, down in Alabama.
Yeah.
Why you wouldn't post the job? It's a public university. Why didn't they post the job for 7 days? What's the rule on that? There's so many question marks. It's hard to wade through the amount of confusion. And who you feel worst for is the players.
I'm gone.
He didn't show up to the banquet.
Dude,
you know that.
He
didn't show up to
the banquet. I heard that.
He didn't show up to the banquet.
Yeah. Jeff Henson told me
and then,
that he
and
heard
then
that.
the rumor was that he went to the Super Bowl, and then somebody said no, he was on a TV guest appearance, but he didn't show up, and then he resigned, making the athletic department look like they don't have,
They must have.
What's that old adage about your ass in a hole in the ground? Like, you got to know the difference.
Yeah. They must have made him resign. I'm guessing they made him resign.
I don't think so. I think he did it on his own.
Skipped the banquet and went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think he did it on his own.
I think that's enough to get fired.
What I heard from everybody in the program was that the athletic department stood behind him 1,000%, fired or told people to leave if they weren't behind him 100%. They doubled down on him, and he left him at the altar in the 4th year of his contract.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In which he was getting paid more after losing every game.
So he forfeited his whole contract.
Yeah. I will say this, because I don't want to jump on someone who's down. It must have been a big struggle for him going through this. Obviously, he was getting paid, right? That this is his job to put together a good football team. He did take full responsibility in his resignation, saying that that this program was his responsibility, and basically mea culpa. This is on me.
Well, congratulations.
I'm not
get the fuck out of here.
I'm not tipping my cap in any other way but to say,
yeah.
I'm glad he left and didn't put us through another season.
That's true. That's true.
He could.
You know what? You know what? I'd rather have this new coach than him.
100%.
Still
I
doing all the
I
stuff.
welcome Terrence Isaac Sr. to the family.
Work
I
your
hope
ass
he
off.
sleep in the locker room.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Because that's what it's going to take.
Yep.
Just to get a couple of wins.
Yeah.
Because you're in the best conference in Division II football.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. the Wayne State Athletic Department has treated this football program in the most recent history since Rob Fournier's departure like it's an intramural activity. Okay.
Well, they didn't treat it a whole lot different when we were there, Joe.
Fournier did. That's what I'm saying. Paul Winters did. Right.
We're going to cancel the program before my senior year.
That was Adam Andy. That was our former administration.
You can't fuck that up.
Think about this.
They're going to cancel your program, and we ended up staying. I
created two winning seasons.
If I could, I know, but if I could have left, I would have. I probably would have.
Turncoat.
I'm not a turncoat.
No, you're not?
Fuck no.
Couldn't tell.
No, fuck. Couldn't tell.
In 20 years, last 20 years.
Yeah.
40 slots, right? 20 years, 40 slots. Two teams play for the national championship in Division II every year. Yeah. Only 18 programs out of the 160-plus Division II programs. Only 18 played for a national championship.
Okay.
Wayne State was one of them. One of the 18, right? That's the definition of elite company, right? Paul Winters was coach of the year twice. Joik Bell won the Harlan Hill. That's the Heisman Trophy in Division II. Yeah. Joe Long won the Gene Upshaw. That's the number one lineman.
And Joik Bell wasn't even the running back then when they went to the national championship.
That's what I mean.
It was Josh Rennell,
Troy Burrell, Tony Davis.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was so cool. That was
what
so
a
cool.
Team.
Going to
that
those
2011
games,
team.
Going to those games was awesome. So awesome.
We think we're upset. Imagine the 2011 guys who were in a national championship game.
Looking at this now.
Watch their program crater beneath their feet.
Yeah.
After the run that they had. They beat the national championship team on the way to losing to Pittsburgh State in the finals for them, but they won the regional championship. I mean, this was a program on the rise under Rob Fournier and Paul Winters. Now, I know at the end of the Winters era, they dipped down and decided to make a change, but be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Well, they're getting it now. Well,
Scott Wooster interviewed for the job. Grand Valley State, they blew him off. Grand Valley State hired him. Grand Valley State's in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, you got anything? Yeah, exactly. And Wooster?
Brian Van Gorder didn't get a sniff. Again, Frank Broyles award.
Wooster would have been perfect. He had the age. He played there.
Brandon Moore, they were supposed to get him from Colorado Mines. He took a team to the amount of opportunities that this athletic department has had to get it right and has gotten it wrong, that's what I'm most worried about.
I agree.
And now you got to figure out how to recruit. By the way, signing day is past.
No, forget that. You got to figure out how to keep your players.
How many people are on this roster?
I don't know.
That's the scary thing, right? Are they going to be able to field the team?
I don't know.
What is the departure? Who's running for the exits now?
Yeah.
We got to get to good news.
All right.
And there's a lot of it.
For the Tigers?
A lot of it. And it's all about the Detroit Tigers. I got a big league chew, right? I'm getting one over to Dino, over to Jake. We got big league chew. Big league chew is my favorite. We got a couple over here. Big league chew for everybody.
Rambo likes those.
Everybody gets one. We heated them up special for you in the back. One more.
What's up, Coolians?
So why are we throwing around the big league chew? Because the Detroit Tigers, I have been a vocal critic of the Detroit Tigers in the past, the team I love, because of what management has done or not done in the past. Obviously, the Sparky Anderson era when we were kids, into the Jim Leland era more recently. Great times, couldn't get over the hump, couldn't get the World Series championship after '84 during Leland's era, had a sniff at it, got beat by the Cardinals, but since then it's been real slim pickings. But A.J. Hinch shows up, turns the thing around, a run last year for the ages, a team that was basically sniffing the bottom, makes a run the second half of the season that's one of the greatest of all time. And they follow it up in the offseason by making every move that every fan wants. You want to talk about fan favorite moves by an organization?
Getting 2 or 3 good pitchers?
Name them, right? I mean, Who do you want? Justin Verlander?
Sure.
Yeah, I want Justin Verlander.
Love it. We love him here.
Even at 43 years old, 42 last year, 3.85 ERA. He had 29 starts. He's eaten innings still.
Yeah.
And rejuvenated in Detroit with his old manager, A.J. Hinch. I love that move. Same thing with Valdez, a former Astro, another guy.
What kind of name is Framber?
Framber. I love Framber.
You do?
Yes.
You'd name your kid Framber?
The next one that comes out. If I get these tubes untied.
If your Framber got a 3-year, $115 million contract.
Oh, I would. That's my favorite Framber right there. The one that has all that 115 million ducats.
Oh, and it's all guaranteed.
And he's another lefty.
And it's all guaranteed.
Are you kidding me? We got a witch of a left-hander in Valdez. We already have the best left-hander in baseball. By the way,
you did have a good point earlier. We're talking about his record of 13-11 on a shitty team.
13 wins.
Yeah,
13 wins in Major League Baseball today.
It was a big deal.
And you're eating innings and striking out one guy per inning. You got a good strikeout ratio.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what when you look at this staff. And let's just start with
Scooble.
With
yeah.
the hurler deluxe, right?
Yeah.
Back-to-back Cy Youngs. He goes into arbitration with Scott Boras. In the history of baseball, the largest arbitration win for a pitcher was David Price, of another former Tiger, at $19.75 million. He comes in, and now you have to understand, in baseball, arbitration is a zero-sum game. You put up a number, and they put up a number. And it's one or the other.
I was going to ask
There's no middle ground.
I knew you were going to know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a gamble. So what Boras did is he used this rarely cited element that is called the Special Achievements Clause.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
basically, 2-year Cy Young,
because he played 5 years and because he had this enormous success of 2 back-to-back Cy Youngs. And by the way, the only guys to ever win back-to-back Cy Youngs, 2 in a row, are Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, another former Tiger, Clayton Kershaw, Tim Lincecum, Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens, Jim Palmer, Sandy Koufax, and your own Detroit Tigers 1968-1969 MVP, Denny McClain. There are 2, though, blows my mind, that won 4 in a row.
What?
Yeah, nobody won 3 in a row for some reason, but there are 2 that won 4 in a row. Greg Maddux, 1992 to 1995 for the Braves, and Randy Big Unit Johnson, 99 to 2002.
Wow.
So when we talk, so only Lincecum, because he got hurt and played so little, is probably a non-Hall of Famer on that list. So Tarek Skubal's going to the Hall of Fame, basically.
Sure.
Right? He keeps up any kind. DeGrom is the other one that might, he might need to strike out a few people this year to get over, X number of strikeouts. He might he might need to get his 100th win because he's been hurt. But DeGrom's close. He's on the bubble for the Hall of Fame.
Look at that rotation. So you got Scooble, you got Valdez, Verlander, Flaherty.
And I think Flaherty will have a comeback year. I think it'll be much better this year.
Flaherty, and then you got
his stuff was still
Casey
real
Mize too. I think you got one of the relievers.
So Scooble gets $32 million in the deal because the Tigers put up a number of 19. But probably a mistake. They probably should have gone a little higher. If the Tigers go to 25, they probably settle at 25. But they went down to 19, and it's winner take all.
So why would you ever think they settle at 25?
Because they choose one of the 2 numbers.
I got you, but why would they choose 25 over the 32?
Because if you look at the comps, right?
Yeah.
No pitcher had gotten more than 19.75. Now, Boris's argument with the Special Achievements Clause is you throw the comps out the window when your guy wins back-to-back Cy Youngs. Okay. So he would have still had an argument that 32 was the right number.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have a chance to be in the ballpark,
save $6 million,
you needed to go way over 19. They had to know that. But let's put that in the rearview window.
But what they're paying people now, $6 million in an organization is not.
And brother, we haven't even mentioned that they went and got Kenley Jansen to close games. The guy who's number 4 in saves in the history of baseball. When he gets his first 2 saves this year for the Tigers, he'll be number 3 all time, passing Lee Smith all time. So now you got a closer, which means Will Vest, by the way, who was a great closer for the Tigers last year.
It sounds like you're sold.
Let's go through it. The back end now.
Look at that face.
The back end now is Kenley Jansen, Finnegan, and Vest. Those are that's your setup to the end of the game. So your starting pitcher's just got to go 6 innings. Casey Mize won 14 games last year.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Reese Olson and Jackson Jobe that can take their time coming back from injuries now.
I wish I liked watching baseball. I wish I did. You'll go down for a whole game? You'll go down and watch a whole game.
I'll keep score for a whole game.
No, you got a piece of paper.
I'll get a piece of
you do that.
I will get a piece of paper.
Old shit and circle shit.
I'm not that meticulous about it anymore, like I used to be. But I go down with my grandfather. Little shout out to George Bohr Sr. May he rest in peace. World War II veteran, played for St. Leo's. He taught me how to keep score of baseball
No
games.
shit.
Yeah.
Took you down.
Not only that, my Uncle Richie was the bullpen security guy, former chief inspector of Dearborn Heights Police.
No shit.
So he'd throw you a ball, sneak you down.
Oh.
Knew that a couple of the people who had season tickets weren't there.
Uncle Ricky, you said?
Uncle Richie McIntyre.
Richie.
Yeah.
Uncle Richie.
We're getting a lot of shout outs here.
Woo.
A lot of shout outs. Dino Candela popped in, by the way.
Dino.
Greatest JV wrestler in Northville High School history.
Where is he?
JV captain, I think.
Oh, Jimmy's coming. He's coming.
They're all sneaking
They're
in.
sneaking up.
So I mentioned Jensen. They also have Drew Anderson. They picked him up Japan and Korea. Best pitcher over there. They brought him over. They brought Phil Bickford back up. McGonigal is the prospect. That's the one that could beat somebody out. And this is what I love about what A.J. Hinch has done. He's already pumping the tires on McGonigal and Max Clark, the 2 top prospects, which means he gets all of his veterans all salty because there's only so many roster spots.
Sure. They could be sent down.
You got this kid coming up on your ass, and they might not put him down at Erie. They might not put him down at Toledo. They might bring him up to the big club if he shines in spring training. That creates the competition. Now, all of a sudden, when you look at the roster, I shit you not, imagine this in Tiger baseball. I look at the roster right now. Opening day lineup. Zach McKinstry, who was in the All-Star game last year, is on the bench.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the bench?
He's on the bench. Right now, the projected opening day lineup is Parker Meadows in center, Gleyber Torres at second, Riley Green at left, Kerry Carpenter DH, Colt Keith at third, Spencer Torkelson at first base, Wenzel Perez in right field, Dingler behind the plate, and Javier Baez at short. McKinstry is off the starting lineup, an all-star from last year. When you're putting all-star players on the bench,
sure. Yeah.
And
That's
you
a
got
good-
3 potential all-stars.
That's a good thing. I'm trying a little nacho here.
Yeah, get in that's a GOATTavern nacho.
All right, I know it is.
Brought to you by Patrick Financial. That's a Patrick Financial. That's John Pelon's nacho you're eating right there.
John Pelon?
Pelon paid for that nacho right there.
If he was here, the nachos
He's
would
an
be
investment
gone.
advisor. He's
The
a registered
nachos would be
investment
gone.
advisor. You know what? Let me tell you something about him, by the way. Financial planning with understanding, you get that at Patrick Financial Group. ATS Advisers, which is an elite CPA firm, brought you those nachos also, and they're serving the people behind the numbers.
Even better, both guys are excellent
Human
dudes.
beings?
Excellent human beings. Great guys.
I like Matt Vierling. He's going to be on the bench. I like Trey Sweeney. He's going to be on the bench. McGonigal and Max, let's see what happens with them.
Okay.
All right. Flip the page on the Tigers. Tigers are my pick to win the World Series, if you didn't catch that.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm buying season tickets. Scott Harris, the general manager, and Chris Ilitch, all the heat, all the shade I've ever thrown in criticism, Chris Ilitch and Scott Harris are my new 2 favorite Detroiters. They brought every piece to the puzzle. This is a team that can win it all. It will not be the fault of the Ilitch family or Scott Harris if this team doesn't make it. This team and A.J. Hinch have got all the pieces.
I think it's kind of a general statement, even with Martha Ford or, taking over.
Hemp.
And
Sheila Hemp.
Sheila Hemp. Jesus.
You're
Martha.
good there. Martha's her mom, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So she's still she's still alive.
You played for.
I played for Martha.
For Martha and her husband.
Yeah. No, it just feels like we have the right front office aligned.
GOATQuest feature sponsorship, this time brought to you by Faro Imaging in Livonia, Michigan. Faro Imaging is your first and last stop for printing projects of any size. We bring your ideas to life in big, colorful ways and always make you and your message the top priority. Come to Faro Imaging and get the best customer service at the best price. Brought to you by Faro Imaging is our Big Ten update.
Okay.
The Big Ten hoops leading, because we're going into March Madness. The next time you hear us live here at the Downtown Pourhouse on Freilich in Plymouth, Michigan, will be pre-March Madness. Our
Okay.
March Madness preview episode is the next time you're going to hear us here.
Okay.
A Thursday, what is that? Is that the first Thursday in March? First or second Thursday in March? Maybe both. Who knows?
That's the next time we're going to be here?
Yeah.
Is it?
Next
A
time
couple
we're gonna be
weeks?
here.
Yeah.
Michigan leads the Big Ten.
And
Michigan State
Yep.
and Illinois right behind them.
Yeah. And State just beat Illinois.
Just beat
85,
Illinois.
82 last
Nebraska
couple
is
days.
21-3 right behind them. Purdue is 20-4. They're sitting in fifth. That was preseason number 1, Purdue. Now sitting in fifth in their own conference.
Well, nobody saw what Michigan was going to have.
Wisconsin,
9 guys.
Wisconsin, who's proven they can go into any place and beat anybody as they beat Michigan, is down at 6th, 17-7, with UCLA also 17-7. Iowa is 18-6 at number 8. Indiana is 17-8. Ohio State is 16-8. They're the one that's on the bubble with weak strength of schedule. And then USC at 18-7. That's 11 Big Ten basketball teams that could be dancing in March.
Yeah, I was looking at it today. There's the top 5 have 20 wins, all over. I mean,
and most of them are in the Big Ten and the Big 12. I mean, obviously you got Duke, but the Big 12 has got nine teams that are either on the bubble or in, with Arizona leading the pack.
This NIL
just
thing.
taking their first loss to Kansas.
Just look at these players they're getting, in a couple, in a year
Iowa
or two.
State is nasty.
Yeah.
If you watched them,
If you're in the B League, I think you can come back. Like all these rules that we don't even know the consequences of. You know?
I look at Houston, Texas Tech, Arizona, even BYU. I mean, these teams are strong, 5 across the board and deep. They bring 5 in behind the 5 that look exactly the same. So Michigan, Nebraska, Michigan State, we talked about that. Obviously, Illinois and Purdue round out that top group that are going to get top seeds. All of those will probably be top 4 seeds in the tournament that we'll be talking about. Again, Ohio State is on the bubble. They have got to go deep in the Big Ten tournament because of strength of schedule problems for them. But that's the only one. All of the rest of them look like they're in. 10 Big Ten teams getting in.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the Detroit Pistons.
The nasty Pistons.
We're staying in basketball. It's a genre thing.
Okay.
Cade Cunningham.
Love him.
Talk to me about Cade Cunningham.
Love him. Averaging 24.3 points a game, 9.6 assists. He's a leader.
9.6
You know, and the
assists.
thing
You don't
about
even
him
think
too,
of him as a
he
passer.
doesn't have 50-point games. He just has like 28 points a game every fucking game, and nobody can guard him.
No.
No one can guard him.
No,
And
when he wants to go, he goes.
No, he just goes. He just takes off.
And what I love most about him is he'll just do, as you noted, exactly what he needs to win the game.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be flashy.
Yeah. Doesn't need to score 50 every game.
No, if he needs to D his guy up a little stronger
No.
down the stretch, he'll dedicate himself to the defensive end of the floor.
And I love the role players, and they're all buying into the head coach and what he's talking about and being selfless and caring more about your team.
staff.
Yeah, he's doing great.
When I look
great.
at this team, I don't know that I've seen a team since the 76ers, Cunningham 76ers. Remember the Julius Irving, Tony,
Yeah.
Mo Cheeks, Moses Malone. It's been since that team, Bobby Jones, where I just saw a team that just kept rolling depth at you, just ferocious depth at you.
Yeah.
This team has 13 players averaging over 5.5
And
points
I was
a game.
looking, I started writing them down, Duncan Robinson.
13 effing players averaging over 5.5 a game.
Yeah, Tobias Harris, right?
7
Jalen Duren.
players in
Yeah.
double digits.
Yeah.
7 players in double digits.
Well, they're going to need it because a couple of them are out.
And then, I love the fact that they were silent at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
You don't fix what isn't broken.
Yeah.
You tweak, right? And what was the tweak? The Jaden Ivey deal. They lose Jaden Ivey. They pick up Kevin Huerter, right? Kevin Huerter's averaging over 10 points a game. He's shooting over 45% from the field. They needed another guaranteed lockdown shooter for these teams that want to pack it in on them and force Cade to do the whole thing himself, right?
Yeah.
Where's the kick-out shooter, right? They needed one more reliable kick-out shooter. They get that with Herder. I mean, I love that move. Ivy, there's only one basketball. I think that move is good for Ivy, too, because Ivy needs to go somewhere where he's got more room on the floor to be a star. He's a star.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a star.
2 years from now, I think he's a star.
Really?
But in those 2 years, the Pistons didn't need him to win. We just needed – sometimes you don't go get the best player. You get the best fit for what you need in your situation.
Yeah.
And that's what I think Herder was for Bickerstaff.
I agree.
So Trajan Langdon and Arn Tellem, big hats off to the Pistons. Tom Gores. I would never – 2 years ago, you and I sat down. And we were like, what the fuck is going on with this team?
Yeah.
This team is in disarray. It's a shit show. I mean, Monty did not have it.
Yeah, but sometimes too, players just got to get a little older. Cade was young. He was still good. Probably not as good as he is now. But another guy's got to mature also. Who knows?
Who's your favorite Piston right now?
I like Duren.
You like Duren?
I like Duren.
10 rebounds a game.
I just love the way he plays.
Rough it up.
Dunks on people.
Little mix it up with Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah.
Star Thompson's defense, right? He is the lockdown defender on this team. But the guy who I've come to really like lately is this Dennis Jenkins off the bench.
Okay.
You see him?
No.
With the long hair?
No.
He's the long-haired reserve guard who comes in and just gives them that shot of it. You want a guy to come off the bench and just give you, like just an annoying, disturbing, hard to play against guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy for the Pistons.
Okay.
He comes in and gives them a little shot in the arm.
Okay.
So that's my favorite Piston.
All right.
I love this team. I love what they're doing. Again, shout out to Trajan Langdon and Arn Tellem for bringing Detroit basketball back around. And they're also not afraid. They got, 2 guys suspended right now? They're not afraid to fight you.
Yeah, no. You can't be, though. Sometimes you got to clean out the pipes.
Once in a while.
You got to clean the pipes out. You got to let it go.
You got to let Daddy know who's boss.
You got to let it go.
That's right.
No question.
That's right. While we're on the LCA world, right, that the Pistons play in, there was a big game down at LCA, and it was a hockey game, and it was a college hockey game between the University of Michigan and Michigan State.
Yeah.
You have some connections to the University of Michigan hockey program, loose connections over there.
Loose connections?
Yes.
Yes.
So and they won the night before, 4-3 at Yost.
Did you
in
watch
overtime.
It? Did you watch it?
I didn't, but I watched the second one at LCA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, they should have lost the first one.
Oh yeah, you could say that they were outplayed in both games, but the second one
they were definitely
was
outplayed.
convincing.
Yes.
They jump out to a 4-0 lead. Nightingale had them buzzing. 5 guys scored goals. 5 different guys.
That's the word that I hear a lot. When
Buzzing?
you're playing good in hockey, you're buzzing.
They were buzzing.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of nastiness too, but Michigan State is 22-6. Michigan's 23-5, but because of this last win, Michigan State jumps them in the standings.
Yeah.
They go up to number 1. I don't know. Number 1, number 2 at this point, who cares? Western Michigan sits at number 4. North Dakota jumped them. My favorite name in hockey for a university, Quinnipiac. In Connecticut.
Yes.
Say that fast 5 times.
Quinnipiac in Connecticut.
Yeah, you can't say it once.
No, I can't say it once.
But they're the 5th ranked team. We go all the way down to Michigan Tech. Up in Houghton, 17th in the nation. So Michigan's representing across the board in college hockey. But the duel in the D was taken 5-1 by the University of Michigan. It was really about the power play. They held Michigan 0 for 5, only 3 shots on the power play. Which takes us over to the Red Wings, who are on the break, going to the Winter Olympics, with Dylan Larkin representing your United States of America.
Yep.
Let's make America great again in hockey.
Yeah.
Lucas Raymond is playing for Sweden.
Moritz
Seider is playing for Germany.
Yeah.
They were never the bad guys in any movie. Germany?
No.
And Edwards Traumarks. You didn't know this guy.
Indiana Jones in the
Germans were the good guys?
They're the bad guys. That's where they hated. They hated Indiana
the Dirty
Jones.
Dozen. We can name a lot of Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. So Edwards Traumarks. Just now, okay, we shouldn't say that because when this comes out, it's probably going to be like Monday. But in the Winter Olympics, Latvia has a team. And Edward Traumarks, a Wings draft choice prospect, is on that team. He played tonight 2 shots, 2 minutes in penalties, and the United States skull pounded them in the preliminary round. So the United States has got a win behind them. But the Wings sitting there looking like, right behind Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah. They're in a good spot. Do you think the eyes are Montreal? Are we confirmed that the Yzer plan is in full gear? You still think this whole thing could fall apart in the second half?
No, they look different when you watch the games. They just they're coming in. They're coming out of corners with pucks. They're finding the open guy in front of the net. It was kind of feels like that Super Bowl when I was watching Seattle. All the stuff that they're trying is working, right? And the players that are supposed to score are scoring.
You got to say more because I'm going into the nacho.
Yeah,
that's okay. Greatest of all nachos.
And the goalie's playing good. That's the biggie. That's underrated in hockey.
Gibson.
Yeah, people kind of think of a goalie as kind of a kicker, and it's not. He's much more important than a kicker. Yeah. No, kicker's important. Don't get me wrong. 5 field goals in the Super Bowl, and they're
Gibson,
important.
Former Anaheim Duck, come in.
Yeah,
great pickup.
Yeah.
Great pickup. They look good.
Yeah, it looks like his plan's coming together. It's taken 4 or 5 years, but
a little shocked that DeBrincat didn't make Team USA. I know Patrick Kane was lobbying. He's a little long in the tooth. Yeah. He was lobbying because he never got a chance to play the NHL guys when he was one of the best players in hockey.
Yeah, but you're talking about the best in the fucking world. I'm sorry, DeBrincat. Maybe you're not. Maybe the coach didn't like the way you played, right?
I'm just saying. Yeah. I'd have liked to have seen either Patty Kane.
Yeah.
Or DeBrincat sneak in there for Team USA. But Dylan Larkin from Waterford, Michigan, hell of a representative. Damn fine human being, great American. Which moves me over to the Winter Olympics.
You're making me laugh.
Well, I'm glad.
Damn fine human being.
I'm glad somebody is entertained by my shenanigans.
Good.
I want to see you eat one of these peppers, by the way. That's a Patrick Financial Group pepper right there. Yeah, if you want to eat that. This one over here is an ATS Advisers.
Meant to hurt.
Yeah. This whole thing is a Faro Imaging, beautiful color spectrum. Yeah, for all your printing needs.
Shit.
You know what? We got one more for the Tigers. One more time for the Detroit Tigers. Big League Chew. One more time back there. A couple more for the Tigers for the World Series. A couple Big League Chews. We're calling it right now, Dino. It could be the best staff in the history of baseball since the Braves.
Dino.
Since Glavine, Smoltz, and Maddox were spinning it. We're getting them all. So we're going into greatest Olympians of all time. You can't mention yourself because JV wrestling is not an Olympic sport.
Dude, look at that hair.
I was a terrible JV wrestler.
Holy shit.
You have to take your microphone for him to give his Mount Rushmore because that one is dead. That one's not alive. That's a dead microphone.
Oh.
Winter Olympics. We all have great memories. A lot of them stem from 1980 in Lake Placid. But who is your Mount Rushmore? When you think of the Winter Olympics, who are the names that Dino Candela of Northville, Michigan, pushes to the front of the line?
Yeah, pretty easy. Can I do the whole 1980 Olympic hockey team?
That's it.
If you can do it.
I just did it.
How about the captain?
Well, for me, Aruzioni, but
good Italian boy from
Jim. What a story, too, right? He didn't play pro because he didn't want to tarnish what he did in the Olympics.
His illustrious
career.
Yeah,
and the only,
I don't want to play pro.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, bullshit.
You can keep the check, Coach.
Am I allowed
keep the check.
to
I'm
say
doing
that?
this for free.
So, of course, Jim Craig was my favorite player on that team, but the total 1980 Olympic team.
Mark Johnson with the great goal.
Broughton, go right down the list. Christensen. I mean, that was an unbelievable story in itself. Gotta say Eric Heiden, right? Although yesterday the kid Jordan broke his record.
What?
Yeah, I think he
Look at Dino, breaking news.
Set an Olympic, right? Yeah,
Okay,
so Jordan, I don't know his last name. Jordan Beer. He could be your kid.
He could be your kin. Okay, so Dino teed it up. Great segue, by the way. I'm going to dive in. This is a.
I love that you got the phone and Beer's got a crayon written on.
Oh, damn right.
Oh my God, this is a good one.
He's got those fat crayons too for the neurologically diverse student.
Four color box. The four color box.
All right, here we go. 1980 Lake Placid. This is, it's hard to believe that this is true. When you read it, though, Eric Heiden won the gold medal and broke the Olympic record. Won the gold medal and broke the Olympic record in the 500 meter, the 1,000 meter, the 1,500 meter, the 5,000 meter, and the 10,000 meter. It's like being, just think about this. It's like being Ben Johnson or winning the 100 and winning the mile.
Those are very different races.
Yeah.
Winning the 100 and winning the mile.
I remember his quads.
And at the end of this,
They're like yours, only skinnier.
At the end of this 5 gold medal run, at the end, he does the 10,000 meter and breaks the world record, not just the Olympic record, by 6 full seconds in the final race at Lake Placid in his home country.
Didn't know that. I knew he had 5 gold medals. Didn't know it was all different races.
Eric Heiden definitely got to be the greatest American Winter Olympian of all time. And there's some other very, very good ones.
Yeah, I got Shaun White on here.
3 gold medals.
3-time Olympic gold. Yeah.
And who's he going out with? He's also done very well for himself off the half pipe.
Sydney Sweeney.
I don't know. No. That's the answer to every question.
Yes.
and Apollo Anton Ono.
Oh, no.
8-time medalist. Speed skating.
Another great
that's your
one.
top 3?
That's it.
Number 1, Eric Heiden.
Oh, I'd say number 1's hockey.
I agree.
I agree. For me.
With Eruzione.
Because it was
Yeah, that's my top.
it was life changing.
I've
It
got
was
some other ones. They're all from Norway and Netherlands that have won like 15 medals.
Well, you're being very sexist, okay? Because what about Bonnie Blair? What about Bonnie Blair? She won 5 gold medals.
So what? My number 1 won 8 gold medals.
So it's not sexist? It's not sexist that you had 5 gold medals?
Jordan. She's a cross-country skier from Norway. 8 golds, 4 silvers, 3 bronze.
5
Norway.
gold medals. Bonnie
she better
Blair.
know how to ski because there's nothing else to do in Norway.
Michaela Schifrin,
You know, the
3 medals.
The hard part is, too, is
Chloe Kim. How many is Chloe Kim going to win? She's got 2.
The snowboarder.
Yeah, another snowboarder. Chloe Kim.
won yesterday.
She could win out, right? I mean, she could win for another, 2-3 Olympics.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, too. You got to be in a sport that's...
Joe, when you're going down Sheldon Road, I don't know if you guys know this, when you're going down Sheldon Road towards the old Northville Downs, somebody qualified, I don't know who it was, for the ski jump. They jumped across 7 Mile. This was like 100. This is a true story. I don't know who
Is this
it was.
the story
but-
where somebody tried to swim across Grand River?
Yeah, it was Tom. It was Tom.
So
He had a knife in his teeth. No, it's
What, when you were in high school?
no. Somebody told me this. Somebody qualified for ski jumping here, came down Hines Park Hill, and they would land where Northville Downs is/was.
no way.
Yeah, I mean, probably the hill was. They probably doing like 30 miles an
Have
hour,
we-
went 10 feet, but
Have we exhausted our opportunity here to get Winter Olympians?
can you pull it together? What's the top 3 list look like right now?
Well, you want to go all time?
Yeah, we got to go all
You want to go all time?
Are we firm on? Are we
You got your
firm?
Olympians? Anybody else have any Winter Olympians on their Mount Rushmore? The greatest Winter Olympians of all time.
We already did Eric Heiden.
Eric Heiden is
We
getting
need one
huge.
more.
What's
We
that?
already did Shaun White.
You give as many as you want. 2, 1. You bring your one in.
Just like Rick.
Oh, Mike Richter, another member of that team. How about Dorothy Hamill? America's sweetheart?
Yeah.
You didn't even mention Dorothy Hamill. This is the sexist shit that I have to put up with on this show. No women even got mentioned.
If you don't have 5 gold medals, I'm not interested.
1976, Triple Crown. U.S. champion, world champion, gold medal. She knocked all 3 of them out of the park. 1976.
And inspired an all new hairdo for the rest of the world
And inspired a lot of young men to do great things.
with their hair.
In and out of the bathroom that was a locked door. You got a lot of frustration. I'm going to release the Epstein files here in about 5 minutes. All right? That's my next list.
Like three-
top
three-
five, top 5 Epstein by volume, just by volume. Mount Rushmore for the Epstein files. We're doing that. That's 2 episodes from now.
You can't do just 3 or 4 people on that list. Isn't it like 5 million files? I heard something ridiculous. They released some $3
At
million
this
or
point-
$5 million.
At
Okay.
this point, there's a lot of sports people in there, though. I mean, relevant to this podcast, the Giants owner, Tish, he's in there. We know Kraft and Trump have had this the New England Patriots owner. But I'm missing some. Like there's a pretty significant Cameron Diaz, Mick Jagger.
What's sad is nobody's going to get arrested. Nobody. And they're trying to normalize
Is it because of the statute of limitations, though, or what's the?
It's because
Just because they can't prove it, probably. They can prove they were there, but they can't prove they did anything. I don't know.
I'm not a lawyer, but when I listen to Mr. Lutnick and his excuses for I had a boat and my boat was just kind of floating by the island.
the current drew me in.
I didn't know.
The current pulled me in.
They were doing what over there?
Joe, I got a question. It's your show, but we haven't solidified the top three.
Top three. You know what? You're right. And
I
don't want to be
I'm very anxious to know.
I don't want to be a xenophobe, right? I want to get the other countries in.
We got to have the GOAT list.
The most decorated Winter Olympian in history, right? Like the Michael Phelps of Winter Olympics,
Yes.
is Marit Bjorgen.
I have. That's the cross-country skier that I talked about.
From Finland.
You said Marit
Norway.
Bjorgen?
I
You can't even pronounce Marit Bjorgen.
My point.
You know what? It's
His
like
middle
that.
name is Marie.
Well, remember the chef in the Muppets? Wasn't he?
Real hand.
Wasn't he Schmorgen Bjorgen?
Wait. When did this turn into a 2-on-1 deal here?
You knew it was going
You
to happen.
can't. You can only hope to contain Candela. When Candela gets near the microphone, there's a
I've been
magnetism.
carb loading all week in preparation.
Carb loading.
He won 15 medals: 8 gold, 4 silver, 3 bronze.
Is that the most all
That's
time?
who I have. That's the number one.
He's your number one.
No, my next one's from Norway. Ole, but Jarland.
Ole Elnar
Oh, no, that's got to be a guy.
Bjørndalen.
And he's biathlon, where they skate and they shoot that shit.
Or it could be Bjørndalen.
Tough sport.
Bjørndalen or Bjørndalen.
He's got 13 medals, 8 gold.
Biathlon's where you shoot and ski, right? That's the gun and the... Oh, talk about a great sport for MAGA. Is that MAGA's number one sport? Shooting and skiing at the same
No,
time?
getting shot at.
Because the ice guys, what do you think? They're covering their face up and stuff too? Is that what
Exactly.
you think?
It's ice.
You know what? I'm going to fucking throw this. through your
It's
fucking-
ice and it's guns. It's the best of both worlds for that crew. It's the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, and the Olympians.
My third is Irene Wust. I don't even know who that is.
She's from the Netherlands. She's Dutch as all get out.
I get it, but
Are these people?
She got
huge
13
celebrities?
medals. 6 of them were gold.
I know speed skating. I get it.
What about Bjorn Dolly?
Got that too. Skiing.
12
medals. Yeah.
What about Ariana Fontana?
Have that?
Fontana. Dino, you got to know this one.
Yeah.
She's a short track skater.
I have cousins with the last name Fontana. So.
There you go. She could be your kin
Did you know so far?
from the mountains
So far.
of northern Italy.
Norway.
Ariana Fontana.
The number one in medals so far
Yeah.
is Italy. 16.
Host country. They've been cranking on that track.
Number two's Norway.
Home field advantage.
Number two's Norway. That's
Plus,
why we
plus,
got all the Norway
isn't it notorious in the Olympics for them to like sneak a couple of things?
a little bit.
We wouldn't put it past the Italians to maybe rig a game or two.
We're good at a couple things. We're good at. Reminds me of my favorite. How do you get 5 Italians in a trunk? You got to cut them up right. Sorry.
That's not true. That is not true. From Christopher Columbus all the way to it's all just fine. Well, we can't use Christopher Columbus in that. He was kind of a genocidal maniac,
And I didn't
actually.
laugh. I didn't laugh. I was just kidding.
You laughed hard.
Can I give you my favorite name of Olympians? Johannes Thingjanes Bay. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it.
Johannes
But he
sounds
won
like a-
8 gold medals in biathlon, that thing where you shoot and ski,
Yeah.
It's got to be a super. tough
Trump's favorite sport.
It's got to be a tough sport.
Yeah.
How do you slow your heart rate down to shoot that?
God, here comes Rambo.
Here we go. Does
Here we
he
go.
got an opinion?
You got an opinion on Olympians?
Who's your favorite
Who's
Olympian?
your favorite Olympian? One,
I was happy.
Cardew.
I was famous Olympian.
I love
Your
I love
favorite.
the
Doesn't have to
Lindsey
be
Vonn.
famous.
Lindsey Vonn, good call.
You know, how about Kerry Adgate? He was Kerry Adgate from Northern
about
Michigan,
Nancy?
was an alternate, and would have been on the team the year that we boycotted. Skied with Kerry Adgate, right? Boyne City.
Yeah, I heard that.
Boyne City.
Halo.
He was Boyne City. His mom was my art teacher in second grade.
Tiger.
No shit. Mrs. Adgate taught me how to do more than a stick figure. Finger paint, the whole 9 yards.
You fucking serious. What's wrong with her?
She,
Running
shit.
with Tiger Woods.
Is Lindsey Vonn
Oh, she
dating
used
Tiger
to.
Woods?
She used to.
Oh, she used to. So you know what's? You got to put Nancy Kerrigan on there, right? The knee,
Kerrigan
Nancy, the
or
knee Kerrigan.
Tanya or both.
Anybody getting hit in the knee with a baton, right up.
I
my
like that.
heritage.
That's
That is an Italian move.
that's a hell of a contribution.
Italian move.
Yeah, and
She got taken out.
ironically, My high school friend was on the news last night talking about figure skating, and he witnessed. He was there when Nancy Kerrigan
At the
got-
JLA?
Yeah, Jared Swallow. I just name dropped.
Hell of a name drop.
Yeah, it was on Channel 4 last night.
The Nancy Kerrigan is also on another greatest of all time list. Greatest of all time ugly cry face. She may be for a very attractive woman, she might have the ugliest cry face in the history of cry faces.
And that's not a problem.
I said very attractive woman.
I think that's where wrestling bitch
I
face
say
came
it
from.
When the compliment comes first, you can say almost anything after that.
Nice ass, and you said she got a cry face. What's wrong?
She
more
physically
PC.
fit would have been more appropriate. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. You from the Italian perspective though, with the Italians leading the medal race, do you feel any pride in that, or are you like, fuck that? I want America to win everything.
I'm all American all the time. I want America to win every medal. If an American can't win it, then an Italian
Okay.
would be great.
So
The
it's
Celtic beer drinking team.
it's your number two. Italy's your number 2, but a way distant number 2. You want all Americans. You don't want to even mix in an Italian here or there if an American has a chance to win it.
Yeah, if an American can't win it, then an Italian would be
Would
great.
win it.
The other
I feel
thing
the
is-
same things about the Irish, but there's too many of them in the pub. We can't get them out to the slopes.
No, they're not going to the slopes.
Well, there are not many athletes.
Are you
Well, there's not that many that are actual athletes.
the entire
Joe's the only one.
Notre Dame University?
Yeah, but there's not many. You know?
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
Mark
I thought the other day I thought Joe Montana was Irish. He's Italian.
We know.
I was so
Mark Bavaro,
pissed.
too.
I was so pissed.
Montana's Italian.
I found out Montana's Italian. I'm like, son of a bitch. They're all. What the,
Guy's a great
I can't get a
athlete.
break.
Look
I
at
thought
her
he went to Notre Dame. He's from Pittsburgh. I thought I got a shot here. No.
You're the great Irish hope.
McCaffrey.
He's got to be Irish.
I got a solid Irish
Boy.
horse in the race there.
There's the subject. Greatest white running backs of all time.
Shit, I might make the list.
I know. Mark Van Egan,
Remember
Carpenter.
Well, remember Mike Alstott.
Yeah,
Okay.
I played against Alstott.
Capoletti, if you want to go way back, Penn State days.
Wow, that's a really good one.
Yeah, Capoletti's a big one.
Washington Redskins. Fucking
John Riggins. John Riggins is
But in the modern
my
era,
favorite.
It's got to be McCaffrey.
How about Steve?
There isn't another one.
I know
Steve
a
Owens.
fullback. I know a fullback.
Steve Owens, Detroit Lion and Oklahoma Heisman Trophy winner. Steve Owens,
What year was that?
70s.
Tom Beer.
Tom Beer, what? I didn't play running back.
You started
Oh,
at
fullback.
one game.
You blocked.
in Lambeau in front of Barry.
You blocked. You
I
fumbled.
believe Barry said, "Get
You hit Dave
Coach
Craig. You
Fox,
caused the
get
fumble.
him out of my way."
I did have a record in the NFL. I ran into Dave Craig, and when I did, he fumbled, and it set the record for the most fumbles in NFL history.
Dave Craig's got the most fumbles because this asshole banged into him.
Hold on.
Are you
Hold
kidding
on,
me?
Hold on. It's been broke. It's been broke by somebody else.
He got off the hook.
I got nothing.
You were the last two-way player, the last guy to start.
Keep saying that.
Detroit Lions, last guy to start on both sides
Greatest
of
two-way player of all time.
Trivia
Tom Beer.
answer, sitting
Beer.
next to me.
Tom Beer. He was
Tom
so
Beer.
good. Wayne Fonts is like, I don't know, fullback, linebacker, line. I don't know what to do with the guy.
I was
Hey,
outside.
just to change the subject here a little bit, my buddy Scott Saxon is a Ferris State guy.
Oh,
What about them Ferris
How
State
about Trinidad
Bulldogs? He said, Why aren't
Chambliss?
they talking about them fucking Ferris
that's
State
right.
Bulldogs?
Fair State Bulldogs, back to back.
Because they cheat.
Huh?
They cheat.
They cheat.
Back-to-back national champs.
How much are they going to pay those?
Big
dogs?
shout out to Steve Brocklebank, the athletic director,
At
our
Ferris
former
State. You
coach
know
at Ferris
Steve
State,
Brocklebank?
one of the great ones.
He was a coach at Wayne State.
Fantastic human being. Big shout out to Brock.
Great offensive line coach.
And to Coach Anise and his son. It's a father and son combo up there
Where did
now.
Anise come from?
And they got Trinidad Chambliss. They lost. Their best player went back to the national championship, won again. And their best player went deep in the playoffs with Ole Miss. I mean,
No, they won it again with the new guy.
they won it again with the new guy. And I heard Brock told me, I was just up there in Big Rapids with him. We went to a little bar much like this one. And he said to me, Joe, we got another kid on the bench. And we think he might be better than both of them. Even better than both of them. So Ferris State is in it to win it for the full run here. It ain't going to stop next year. They're going to have a chance to win it over and over and over again. They got a machine going up there. And by the way, Anise had 2 opportunities to take MAC jobs and stayed at Ferris State. So that's what kind of program they've built up there. 2 MAC jobs. Miami of Ohio offered him outright. And he had another one before that.
So as long as their runway is, how long is it going to take Wayne State to recover? So
We were talking about it. But
Ferris State's going to go. I know Ferris State's going to go for years.
Sanford and Sons. I'm coming. Or was that was that? Was that
You got
Sanford
it
and
right,
Sons?
yep.
It was Red Fox, right?
Yep.
He was the one that was.
I'm coming.
That's
This
the
is the big
hard.
one,
Wheezy, thank you. I couldn't pull Wheezy. Yeah, I can't. I don't know when. Dino, we don't want to end on that note though. We want to end on USA hockey, right? By the way, in a couple of nights, Moritz Seider will play against Larkin, Germany, USA.
Saturday night.
Couple of wings going against each other.
Okay.
So we hope they don't fight very much, but that World Hockey Championship with
Germans only fight in war.
no, but I'm talking. It's very true. They only fight in situations where they have 10 times the armament of their opponent. They're going into Poland and fighting them on horses, for God's sake.
2 points for the use of word
So,
armament.
so the Germany USA game will pit 2 wings against each other, but the big game here is it's Canada and the US from our perspective.
It always is.
But Finland is fully legit. Finland can win this thing easily in this USA hockey fight for the gold here. Sweden is going to be right there too. Finland, Sweden, US, and Canada. The Russians don't get to play anymore because they decided to.
Hey, what are you
They decided to-
whispering over there? We're on a
Especially-
fucking podcast.
They decided to walk into the Ukraine and
Joe, especially with limited contact, right? With the reduced contact.
well, it's a bigger rink.
Bigger
It's the
rink,
it's the
less
Olympic
contact.
size. You can't fight, or I think you're suspended for the whole thing. So
Cannot fight.
you can
You can't even
face
touch the
wash
goalie.
people. Yeah, there's a few sensitivities in the rules, but I'm excited for it.
Punches? No, none of the punches. Can't do it.
I do want to leave it on this. When it comes to the Winter Olympics, have you watched the half pipe, the aerial shit that these guys are doing now?
Yeah.
It's kind of mind blowing.
That's cool.
I mean, I don't know enough about it to know, but I know that I'd be scared shitless if I was standing at the top of it. You see the angle, these camera angles with the drone?
Yeah.
They're doing the flips and they're hitting the wall, and the drone is like right there next to them. At some point, aren't we going to have the massive blank up where the drone hits one of these sad son of a bitches?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it's going to have to happen.
Even in the downhill. The downhill. Those downhills are like that.
That's the whizzing noise you hear, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the half pipe, and you got 6 or 7. I mean, they're doing 4 rotations, 4 360s all the way around, and landing the thing sometimes backwards.
Yeah.
I get no feedback from that. You don't think that's
No,
amazing?
I think it's amazing, but they do it all day.
What's your favorite? What would be the scariest
how do you
Olympic
act
sport?
downhill?
Downhill.
Not downhill. You talking about the ski jump?
Ski jump.
No.
Or the
ski
Super
racing,
G.
The
Super
downhill.
G.
You think that the downhill skiing is scarier than the jump,
Yeah.
where you got to launch yourself into the next zip code?
Yeah, because you kind of float. I'm a floater.
You are definitely not going to float. Your
You're a
shit,
rock. You go
your
right to
shit
the
is
bottom
going
of the lake.
45 degrees
Fuck, I get
into the
wide. I
hill.
know how to get wide.
You're
Fucking eat up all
going to
that
hit
shit.
that sign down below that says no crossing here.
Say it. Say I'm a floater.
You're not.
I'm a floater.
You
Say
float like an anchor and sting like something with no stinger.
Sting like a rock.
it. Yeah.
Um,
Just
no,
the wipeouts on the
I
downhill.
would say scariest. The ski jumping. Yeah,
I think the
scary
ski.
shit.
I think that all-time list of scariest shit. But I'll tell you what, the nacho is on the all-time list for food here.
Yeah.
They have a bromance menu out for the whole Valentine's Day weekend. Bromance restaurant, the tavern at the downtown Pourhouse.
Yeah.
We've got our own menu. We had a goat menu
We
here.
have a goat menu.
You get your ass down here to Freilich in downtown Plymouth. See us one of these Thursdays coming up. We're going to keep mixing it up. We're going to have a little bit of different food item that we feature, a different goat item that we feature. I want to get into the burger. Haven't seen that yet, and I'm a connoisseur
How are we gonna
of a
get
good
rid of
burger.
Dino?
Dino, we want Dino to keep coming back.
No, we got to get him out.
You got
Get him out.
to. That's an extraction
Gave you
team
all my
job.
best material. I'm
Hey,
done.
We got Department of Homeland Security. What's the division of the border patrol?
Ice?
No, that's we can get
Border
them
czar?
too.
Can I be the border
We
czar?
can't. We have to. He's got to. We're gonna have to put a. We'll stick a flag on the back of his car like they're doing in Minneapolis. They're putting false flags up to get him to pull him over. We'll do that to Dino. He's said to be the Italian flag.
Be good. You fight everybody.
Anybody.
All the way
anytime.
out.
Yeah.
So we got into a little bit of politics. We'll debate what's the next religion probably next, right? That's probably what we should do.
Sex or religion.
Just to make finance, talk about people's money. Yeah, we'll do all of that next time right here at the downtown Pourhouse off Freilich in Plymouth, Michigan. It was the Patrick Financial Group, ATS Advisers, Sully Sullivan, the host of us here at the downtown Pourhouse, and Faro Imaging. Those were the sponsors who brought this to you. We are GOATQUEST, and no matter what you're doing out there, try to be the GOAT at whatever it is that you've decided to do today.